evening. So, okay, I want to talk to you all about parties, online parties particularly. I know. I haven't had that much success either. I get it. We as a team have not been overly successful with online parties. A lot of the UK haven't. However, I'm going to tell you why. Because I know exactly why we have not been successful with online parties. And it's ludicrously simple. Okay? Here it is. It's a numbers game, people. If you're only having 1 or 2 parties, guess what? Probably they're not going to be very successful. This is what happens. I've already talked to you before about the whole go for no thing and the percentages. So you ask 100 people if they want to join. You don't ask them to join my team. I don't mean it like that. But you offer the opportunity to 100 people in ways that are personal to them, right? To come on board. 90% are going to say no. Fact. That's what happens. Okay? 10% are going to say yes. Same thing is going to happen regarding parties. 90% of people that you invite to host a party with you, or you directly ask them, or see a post about inviting a party, 90% of them are going to not be bothered. They're not going to want to do it yet. 10% of them will. Bonus! And then there's another one in there as well. So, of those parties that you host, a good chunk of them are going to flop. However, I'll come back to that. So a good chunk of them, you're not going to get any sales. And it's not going to go well. And people aren't going to look as if they're interacting, etc., etc. And they're not going to be commenting or liking or bleh. And you're going to think, oh my goodness, this is just such a waste of my time. But it's not. I'm going to stop you right there thinking that thought. Okay? And again, I'll come back to that. So you've got the chunk of them that aren't going that well on the outset. But the other chunk of them are. But this is the thing. 100 people that you ask to do a party, 10 are going to say yes. And a good chunk of them are going to flop. So how many people do you think you need to ask to do a party, or to appeal to do a party, to get good ones? You're probably maybe going to get 3 or 4 or 5 out of 10, but in terms of the people that you ask, not the amount of parties that you do. So, it's a numbers game. It really is a numbers game. So how many parties have you done lately? How many parties? Seriously, how many parties? I've not done that many. I really haven't, because I don't like them much either. Because I've got it wrong up until now. I have got it wrong. And the penny drops. The penny has dropped this week. It is numbers. We can no longer say to ourselves, well, online parties don't work for us, so we're not going to do them. Rubbish! They work for everyone else. They work for everyone else who do them consistently. But you know what? Even those people who it works really well for, they still have parties where they don't get sales. So if you're doing a party and you're not getting any sales, don't think, this isn't working, I'm going to stop. I've done that. It's awful. It's so unprofessional. And I've done that. I admit that. Don't do it. No, stop. You need to follow through with that party right up until the end, and then you close it professionally. You thank everybody for being there and for giving you their time, etc., etc. And then you close in however way you want to close, offering the opportunity, offering future hostesses, whatever. But you see it through. And the reason because how many people in that party would you not have had access to otherwise? They are now your audience. You can send them friend requests if you think you're brave enough. And if, depending on how the party's gone. If they've commented like whatever, send them a friend request. And if not, so what? Down the line, they might see somebody wearing that product and then they go, I was in a party for that once, and they go back and find you. Okay? Never, ever, ever. No party is ever a write-off. I've had people come to me, privately messaging me, that haven't ordered in the party because they've been too embarrassed. And I thought they weren't paying attention and that nobody was watching. But guess what? They were. And they came to me privately. So never, ever, ever think that a party is a flop if you don't get any sales. Okay? And remember, you have to do lots and lots and lots of them. We don't do anywhere near enough. I don't do anywhere near enough. This is why we're not seeing success with them, because we don't do them. We don't do enough of them to see the success, right? Anyway, that's one thing I wanted to say. Secondly, okay, there are so many different ways of doing parties. There is no right or wrong way. It is about finding the best method for you, the one that's most successful for you. Some people like groups, some people like events. Some people like a 10-day lash bash where they do different, like a set pattern across the whole 10 days, like Cara Newton, for example. Some people like to do a power hour and literally do 1 hour on one night, and that's it. I'm trying that myself this week. Not done it before. We'll see. Actually, I did one a while ago, but different kind of things. Some people do it over 5 days. Some people will do it over a whole evening. Some people may do... Some people might do it live. They might do a video Skype feed, okay? So many different ways of doing it. If you haven't seen Cara Newton's party planner or her YouTube different scripts for different days, go and find her. She's on YouTube. She's put it all on there. Every single day of her party she has done on Periscope, and she's put that whole series on YouTube. Go and find her. You need to watch them. Lola, my dear friend Lola, does her parties over 5 days. She does hers in events. She also has a party planner, how she roughly follows how she's going to do it. There are so many different ways. I'm going to share with you tonight another way of doing it, a bit like the Power Hour. Kelly Rosano, if you haven't seen her Periscope yet, that is also on her YouTube now. Go and have a look at that one. She talks about the Power Hour. And what I'm going to talk to you about tonight is a similar kind of thing, kind of like a Power Hour. And these are tips from a lady called Donna Wellband, I think. Donna Wellband, I think that's her name. She's a Green Status Elite, and I met her, me, Penny and Lisa, met her on Monday. She's lovely. Very, very sweet. She had loads of things to share with us. And she told us about how she does her parties. Now, she does the vast majority of her sales through online parties because she can't do home parties because her husband's away a lot. And she does well with them. Yes, she has flops, but she also has a lot of successes. So, she started out by offering a free gift to her friends who would do parties for her when she first launched. Now, you can do it now if you haven't already done it. Choose friends that you trust who are going to work with you and help you out. That's why you're giving them a free gift. You're not going to give this to strangers because you don't know them, you can't trust them, they may well do a runner with it. People you trust, who you can appeal to them and say, can you do me a favour? Can you hook me up? I'll give you a free gift. That's how you can start. That gets you a first party. If you've got a good hostess involved, your friend, that should be a good party. You can then do other parties or filter out from that one, okay? So aim for 3 or 4 of your friends. It's worth the investment. Get them on your YCash, get them on your half price offers, whatever. Get those initial parties set up. Right. We should be aiming to do back-to-back online parties, right? I would say, and this is what my aim is going to be from now on, and I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, but here it is. This is my goal from now on. I'm going to do 10 online parties a month. Have I just set myself up to fail? No! No, right? What do we say about goals? If they don't make you feel sick, they're not big enough, right? Seriously. Shoot for the impossible. To me, doing 10 parties in a month, proper parties as opposed to like the Black Friday parties, feels like completely impossible. And I'm thinking, how the hell am I going to manage that? However, that's my target. That's what I'm going to do. Christ. Anyway. Back-to-back online parties, we need them. It's where we generate our audience. So, if your parties aren't going well, if you're not getting much interaction, invite a few other presenters, okay? Have them there as secret shoppers. What they can do is like and comment on posts and just get a little bit of interest going, and that can sometimes generate other people to comment. Right. Talking about... Okay, right, already mentioned that. So, the way that Donna does her party, she does the party over one evening. But she sets it up within a group. She likes to do a group. And she invites people to the group. Or her hostess invites people to the group if it's a hostess party. Pardon me. And she will do 4 to 6 days of a build-up to that party night. Right? So the group will run for 10 days. The party itself is 1 day. In the build-up to the party, she's posting things, 2 to 3 pictures a day, just generating interest. So tips, or what do you want to see during this party, what can I show you, only a few days left to go, that kind of thing. Generating the hype, getting people interested, maybe even do a few games. Nothing about selling products. Okay, then on the 7th day she does 5 posts over roughly an hour of 5 different products. I recommend doing video demos of how to use them, how to get the best out of the products. This is what I'm going to try and do this week. 5 products. She likes to do a cloud 9, okay? Because then you can break down each of the products in the cloud 9 and then do a final post. Oh, if you like them all, get the collection. So that's kind of how she does it. And then after that day, from the 8th to the 10th, 8th, 9th and 10th day, she mops it up. So she's following up with people and interacting with them and just having a bit of fun. That's how she does hers. She makes a point of saying that she gets, you know, it's loads of contacts. You can friend request people, you can get loads and loads and loads of contacts, even if the party bombs. Although we don't, you know, so no party bombs. You've got contacts. It builds your audience. She will send a little gift. She'll give, you know, a bit of Ycash, whatever, free gift to her hostess if the hostess has worked, even if the party doesn't generate sales. So if the hostess has messaged every single person that she's invited, and Donna will give the hostess words to say in that personal message to let them know that they've been invited to that group, sends every single person a message, likes and comments and tags her friends on who she thinks will be interested in things. If they've worked, if she's coached, if they do what she coaches them to do, check out my coaching video, then she will give them a little gift because they deserve it, because they've tried their best. If they do nothing, they get nothing. Okay? So that's what she says. That's what she says for her online parties. Let me just check out how I haven't missed anything. No, that's what she says for online parties. So, to recap, she does them in a 10-day group. She does her actual party over one night, 5 products. The other thing she said, actually, worth mentioning here, only do 5 products. Don't do the whole line. A, it's confusing, and B, if you've got other party hostesses coming from that party who are then going to invite their friends who may have been in the original party, what are you going to show them if you've shown them everything already? Okay? 5 products. Show different ways of using it, different ways of applying it. How it build up the hype on the way to the party in the few days leading up to it. Do the party on the 7th day-ish. And then mop up afterwards. Following up with people, making sure people have their questions answered. It's a new way. It's a new way. I haven't done one like that before. I'm giving it a go. Anyway. Any questions? I am chatting now, not literally right this minute, but I have now made contact with Donna and we are chatting and we're going to help each other out because we have very similar teams. So, let me know if you have any questions for her and I will ask. I hope that is helpful. I'm going to post later something that Lola shared in her group tonight from Jenny Peterson, who is the face of the foundation, with some very, very useful party tips as well. Please, please, please make this your goal. While you are out there trying to sponsor and share the opportunity with everybody, please don't forget about parties. It's so important, people. Book parties, sell products, sponsor people. That's what we do. It's what builds our business, and we're not doing it. Not all of it. I'm not doing it either, and we should. So slap on the wrist for me, and for those of you who tell me that you want to run a business, slap on the wrist for you too. For those of you who are hobbies, don't worry about it. It's all good. Anyway, catch you later. Bye.